out with some friends last night, and hold on. I was hanging out with friends last night, and they try this again. I was hanging out with some friends last night, and they were telling me about a Bob Newhart video that they had seen on YouTube. It's apparently an old skit, like from Saturday Night Live or something. And the general gist is Bob is a psychiatrist, and his solution to people's problems is stop it. You don't like that you pick your nose in public. Stop it. You don't like that you're not going to the gym. Stop it. Go to the gym. Whatever it is about your life that you don't like, just stop it. I really need to fix that. So, yeah, whatever it is about your life that you don't like that you're doing, just stop doing it. Just change your behavior. You're the only one who can do that. You're the only one in control of it. So just do it. And people get caught up in but how do I do it? Well, that really isn't the problem. You know, I smoke. If I don't want to smoke, I should just stop smoking. Then you have to deal with the discomfort of the nicotine withdrawals. And that's really what it is none of us want to deal with the discomfort that comes from stopping what we're doing. I don't like it that my girlfriend yells at me. Well, stop it. You know, you can't control the fact she's yelling, but you can control what you listen to. You can leave the room, politely telling her why you're leaving the room. You know, it's not her behavior. It is, you know, hey, look, I don't handle you yelling very well, so I'm going to leave the room. You know, we're in charge of those things. We tend to put it off on other people as it's their responsibility to make sure that we're comfortable and we're happy. And it's no one else's responsibility, it's our own. There are thousands and tens of thousands of people, alcoholics, who've gone through AA and other programs, and I'm willing to bet if you ask any one of them, how do you quit drinking? You stop drinking. You know, that's what it all boils down to. It all boils down to stop what you're doing, change the dynamics. You're in control of yourself. No one else is. Figure out what it is that you want and live your life that way. You know, there are so many people who want to complain because their lives aren't perfect, and you know, you can't blame anyone else for that. It's all on you. So stop it. We don't want to give up the comfort of what we're doing, and that goes back to the whole fear of life. That I don't want to quit smoking because I fear the withdrawals. I fear how I will react. I fear the things I don't know, but the only way you can know them is to experience them. So you can either go through your life afraid of what you haven't experienced, or you can change. You can stop it. Stop what you're doing and do something differently. You know, Yeah, that whole fear of change is a problem. You're afraid of something that you don't even know. You know, yeah, I've tried to quit smoking before. I do know what the withdrawal symptoms are like. But I don't know what would happen the next day, because I never let it get to the next day, because I'm afraid that the discomfort's going to continue. Cognitively, logically, rationally, I know it won't, but that doesn't change the emotional part, and that's where so many of us get hung up. We allow our emotions to control, our emotions to drive us. We allow our emotions to dictate what it is that we do and how we act. That's got to be fixed. Someone once told me that if I don't like how my life is, that I need to change the behaviors, and that will eventually change the thoughts. Which will eventually change the emotions. That thoughts and behavior drive the car. Emotions and feelings are in back. And they're not in control. At least they shouldn't be in control. You know, they should play a part in our thought process. They are important. There's a reason why we have them, because they are important. But they don't need to be in control. At least not complete control. You know, it's funny because I gave this analogy to somebody else about the car, and the front two wheels being the thoughts and behaviors that drive the car, they steer it, that tell it where to go. The back two wheels being feelings and emotions. And she took this analogy and expanded it to quite frequently thoughts and behavior end up in the trunk, and the car is being driven by the back wheels. Well, if you have any idea how a car works, the back wheels typically just push forward or are dragged forward, depending if it's front wheel or rear wheel drive, and don't actually dictate the direction the car is traveling. So if the front wheels have now been thrown in the trunk, there's no one in control of the car. So yeah, that's very true, and this is why you have to be in control of your thoughts and your behaviors, because you don't want the rear wheels to be driving the car, be controlling where it goes. You know, they can contribute. It's one of the things I like about my Jeep is it's all-wheel drive. You know, and that's what we strive for. We want all-wheel drive. But we still want the front wheels,